Hi, this is Gina Kelly with Attune Yoga and Movement. Today I'd like to talk to you about breath coordination. So often we hear in yoga or meditation classes perhaps, or in other contexts, to take a deep breath, to breathe more, to release stress, maybe even breathing out and pushing out through the belly, things like that, which, while it is helpful to definitely keep the breath rhythm moving and to not hold the breath, some of these tips that we might get are sometimes not as helpful and maybe even a little bit harmful. So looking at breath coordination from an Alexander technique perspective invites us to think about not interfering with the natural breath coordination. Rather than doing something more to make it better, taking a deeper inhale, what can we do to get out of the way of interfering with natural breath coordination? So in this video, I would like to give you a tip on how to let the exhale complete itself so that the inhale arises naturally. Too often we sort of intercept the exhale and don't let it complete before we go for that next deep inhale. I'll put a link below to animated video that shows this more clearly, but if I'm going to use my hands and forearms to show you the diaphragm, the muscle of respiration, when you inhale, the diaphragm goes down and expands the rib cage. And then the exhale, that diaphragm is making its excursion back up, pushing the air out of the lungs. So you can see if we inhale deeply and then exhale just a little bit, but then go for the next inhale, we haven't fully pushed all the air out of the lungs. And we want that to happen for the breath to be coordinating naturally and fully. So a way you can work on that is to add a simple S breath into your practice. This would be like a soft sound of hissing, like a balloon letting out air. And what we want to be mindful of is that as you let the balloon let out its air, that you don't deflate into a slumped posture or forward head posture while doing that. So you'll keep your head floating on top of your spine, pelvis is grounded, or your feet are grounded, depending on whether you're sitting or standing. And then without even worrying about the inhale, you're just going to let out a soft S breath like this. And there my S breath ended. There was a little pause and this natural inhale was available. Try that a couple times on your own and see if it doesn't help you refresh the breath cycle. And then I would just leave it alone and go back to your activity or whatever you're doing, and see if it doesn't influence your breath pattern. Thanks for watching, and if you have any feedback on how that went for you, I'd love to hear about it below.